And we're live. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Welcome to the finale, the season finale, not the series finale, because we have had that conversation, and there will be a second season of this show come probably late spring. Um, but welcome to the season finale of Morphs in the Swamp, episode 11. Um, yeah, let's just jump into it. First of all, I would like to thank all of those subs that were gifted from Nick and Anna as we were getting started. Thanks for doing them before I went live so that I wasn't distracted by dinosaurs roaring in my ear. I do this to myself, but let's get started. Everyone, let's go around the table, introduce yourselves and your characters, and answer the question: if the war ended today, what would be your character's retirement plan?
And as always, I'm up first. I'm Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny, most places on the internet, Queer Trans Advocate Museum worker, and TTRPG streamer. And I play Riley, the Estreen fantasy nerd, all around band geek. I don't know that she's expecting to survive this war, but if she does, I think she would just try to have a normal life. She's had to fight for it so hard as a young trans woman. Yeah, she would just try very hard to go back to a normal life, go to college, get a career, probably doing what her mother does in ornithology.
Learn more about burbs. Not verbs, Google, burbs. Birds. Sorry, I'm screaming at Google. All right, cool.
Nick. I'm Tony. I'm Nick. I play Tony, our jock. He would try to go to college, hopefully on a sports scholarship, and just try and live his best life. I have no idea what he'd study. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Physical fitness.
Sports medicine.
Yeah.
I'm Katie. I use she, her pronouns. I play Penelope, who also uses she, her pronouns. I think Penelope just is probably very much like Riley, just wants to have a normal life. Like, she was having a normal life before all of this happened. She was pretty okay with it. And then this has just sort of thrown her for a loop. I think she just wants to have a normal life and like just go on a normal date with Heather. So that's probably all she wants.
All right. I'm Ollie and I play Javier. We he hims and we're your resident princes. Javier's retirement plan. There is no retirement. This war continues forever. He will steal the mothership and liberate each planet that the Yeerks have taken. That's the plan. And also come back and visit Riley, monthly at least.
Hi, I'm Nix. I am playing Heather, everyone's favorite, formerly angry, still a lesbian.
Still a little angry.
She's still a little angry, but it's not at like everyone like it used to be. I feel like if the war ended tomorrow, she would try to build a relationship with her mom, have fun dating Penelope, and keep on working on getting that track scholarship so she can get the hell out of there. And probably try to talk Penelope into going to school out of state with her. Like drive off into the sunset in her shitty little pickup truck.
None of y'all would want to go on Barbara Walters or Oprah, apparently, like to talk about your experience, because those phone calls are coming. I'm just saying.
Episode, then yes.
Or Jay Leno at the very least. It was Jay Leno around this time, right? Yeah, Jay Leno, Letterman. I don't know if Conan was on. Conan might have been on. So
Conan was on now, yeah.
Yeah, Conan was on in the
because he gets referenced in the South Park movie, so somewhere right around now he was already.
Gotcha. Got you. I get referenced in the South Park movie a lot too because my boyfriend lived in Canada for a while, and some people didn't know if he existed. But anyway, hey, so what's up, everyone? My name is Val. This is my channel. I am your storyteller and game master for the day, and absolutely Animorphs obsessed. Ooh, I have something to show everyone what came in the other day. Hold on, let's go get it. It's on my next to my bed.
What on earth could this be?
She has the ability to morph now.
We have volume 2 of The
Ooh.
Visitor, of the graphic novel. My one wish for this graphic novel series is that they come out faster than 1 year apart. Like, the first one came out last October, and the second one is at this. I know that graphic novels take a while, and it's like one guy that's doing it.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
But Scholastic, come on.
Yeah, hire him some inkers and stuff.
like we know how much bank you made from Goosebumps. You can do this. But yeah, so couple of reminders. As you saw, Hype Train has a success. Choo choo. As y'all saw, we are a viewer affected game, so you can affect the game with the bits, subs, and donations to affect the game. For every 100 biddies that you donate to the channel, you can give a reroll to someone here. For every subscription, you can give a +1 dice to their dice pool, and if you donate straight up money to my coffee, I believe with $5. Let me read that again because it's been a while. Yeah, I think it's like a $10 donation actually for everyone to get an auto crit, and then a sliding scale donation to give me an idea. I will never cross any lines or push any barriers because I love y'all. And here's the thing: our lines here are very, very blurred because this is a serious business game happening in the 90s about child soldiers experiencing teenage life in Louisiana in the 90s. We have touched on some pretty heavy topics here of racism, homophobia, transphobia, trauma from limbs being cut off, and it's I hope to also traumatize my family, my Animorphs family today, some more with more limbs probably. So what I'm saying is take care of yourselves while you're watching this, and if you need to step away, please do so. And last but not least, we are raising money for Extra Life. You can type !Extra Life in chat and donate to the Extra Life campaign. I believe those of us who are participating, I think each have a page. I know Anna, you have one on the team. I have one on the team. I don't know if Nick put his up yet.
They should have.
And I'm also meeting my sub points. So those 6 subs that I got today is $6. So $1 for every sub point that I receive this month is going to Extra Life. So we did 54 last month. So let's try and beat that one for this month. And with that, let's get started. Who would like to recap?
Sure. We found out they were our gym got burned down right before homecoming, and through that we found out that all the high schools in town were having a shared homecoming at the stadium, which is right next to where we knew the Zerg feeding pool is. Yeerk. Zerg. Why did I go Zerg? Yeerk feeding pool. I don't know where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, StarCraft, but you know. And so we went to investigate, only to wind up on the ship they were hiding inside of the stadium, which then took off. Oh, and it was Riley's birthday, and she got a bunch of video games and a poem from Javier.
Indeed.
That is in my notes.
Yeah, that's fairly accurate. Yeah, the y'all did learn that y'all knew that your student advisor, Mr. Kadir, was a controller, but it was revealed that he is in fact a subvisor, which is, and he has concocted this plan to essentially, Katie, your character Penelope found this out because she was the one listening in. Concoct a plan to not just this town, but to fill several ships and bring them into space and infest them there, instead of trying to infest large amounts of teenagers. It was just a way to get everyone in space and infested and in their control. Can't really run away in space. Sort of thing. And but on top of that, it was a trap for you, because they knew you were operating in this area. And I believe it was, I think it was Riley that had originally gone to the National Guard and saw that there was like that detection technology that they were using to see who was a Yeerk and who wasn't, and essentially using that technology, if there was a certain amount of uninfested beings that entered a certain threshold, that the ship was programmed to take off and go to the mothership, because they assumed it was the Andalite bandits that were on board. And that's where we're at now, as y'all are all in the ship as your regulated birds in a desperate situation now. So just remember, every time you roll, you get to mark that off in your experience under that particular skill set. And you're just watching as there's probably a window, no matter where you're at on the ship, and you're watching as you are lifting higher and higher into space. You see the ground, then the city lights, and then you're above the clouds, and then sure enough, you are past the atmosphere and into space. And I'm gonna let y'all do what you gotta do first. Have the conversations that you need to have. So
Fuck.
Fuck it,
Fuck,
indeed.
fucking shit. What are we gonna do?
We need to
first
find
things-
some place to hide.
Yes, we need to reset our morph clocks, and we need to prepare ourselves. Find a safe place. Let's see if we can meet up. Can we survey?
Mm-hmm.
Find a safe place.
Absolutely.
Who has a better survey than me? I have 2.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are
I
all
have-
currently at
I've got
3
2.
ticks for your morph clocks. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm gonna do a survey, try and find a safe place. It's gonna be my first time rolling my metal dragon dice. So.
Yes.
Perfect. That is a 6.
Excellent.
Give me.
Wait, but
Excellent.
oh,
Just a normal 6, right? Not a crit.
Yeah, just a regular 6. The other one's a
Okay.
2.
Which, speaking of, Nixie just donated those crits over here. So, did they get updated already? They sure did. Thank you, whoever updated those. I think the mod. It was your wife. Yeah, so you're able to, you're a crow, and you're able to kind of flutter around. You are clearly being looked for. They don't know exactly what they're looking for on the ship, but you are being looked for. And there is what essentially you find what looks like to be a cargo hold inside of the ship, that you could feasibly, at least some of you, be able to take turns and keep watch and be able to morph back.
All right, guys. I think I found a safe enough spot, at least to get ready. Let's set up a perimeter to make sure we can see who's around. We need to take shifts. I recommend I'll take first shift on watch. I'll stay as a bird so I can talk to you guys mentally. Everyone else take a rest.
I need wherever y'all all are at. Katie, you're in a slightly different spot than everyone else. You're even in Penelope. She would even be. You're in the same room as the subvisor and Kadir, and another staff member that you recognize, the home ec teacher, who's very much recently infected. They're essentially in the cockpit of, and that's where you were listening in on them. So you're in a slightly different space than everyone else. It's up to you if you want to continue to stay there and listen in on what's going on, or if you want to go and find this space that Javier is talking about.
I think I'll go and find,
Gotcha.
try to meet up with my friends.
All right, cool. I would like everyone to roll something to stay hidden as you find your way to this space.
We're all rolling.
Everyone has to roll something. Yes.
I rolled a
Alright.
5.
5. Thank you. On what's I do need to know what stat y'all are rolling, because depending on the stat, it will be either like a desperate or not. Well, it's all desperate, but like whether there's a level of rolls for this.
I rolled prowl.
Rolled prowl. Okay. Yeah, you'll have
Prowl.
a standard effect with prowl. Standard
Yeah, I
effect.
think I'm doing prowl as well.
Okay.
Could I use hunt instead of prowl?
You could use hunt instead of prowl.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As
As long as you're not using like, if you use like wreck, then like things would be a little different. Like,
What about something like finesse to fit
Oh,
into like
better.
a small
I like that a
space
lot
where
yes, you can definitely use finesse. I can see that.
I'm going finesse then.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4.
4, so a success. 5, 5. And what did you get, Nixie?
6.
A 6. Okay. So, and just a normal 6, right? Not y'all need to tell me when y'all crit, because that's gonna change your situation, because you're in a desperate situation now. Remember to mark experience for those ticks. So yeah, y'all all successfully find places to sort of nook and cranny your way in. Who rolled the 4? Okay. And you are your little
Yeah, I'm still
Warbler.
the pine warbler. Yeah.
the pine warbler. As you are flying your way into this cargo bin, though, you have to sort of take a really hard turn, because as you're almost in eyesight and eye shot of it, just this giant, disgusting, like centipede creature head just kind of lifts up from what looked like was feeding on someone, with its round, toothy mouth and nasty tongue. You don't need to roll anything, but like you have to like, oh shit, and like don't want to fuck with that. For those of you who know the Animorphs, this is called a taxon, and it is another form of controller that is infested, and they are giant centipedes. I will find a picture. They're the worst. Anyway, y'all have all found your way safely into this cargo bin. Oh, there it is. It's disgusting.
It's a giant centipede.
I'm just I'm gonna put it in chat.
I am going to, once we land, start changing, since I saw that thing. I'm going to turn back to
you're
a
gonna
person.
be the first one. All right.
Why does it have a sphincter mouth with a tongue?
Yeah. That looks delicious. It definitely thinks that you're delicious.
I mean,
Yeah.
You can eat anything once you deep fry it.
Yeah. All right. So Tony's first. You're reset. You're hiding amongst these crates, lots of steel crates, a couple of wooden crates. You don't know what's in them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say they probably don't print the labels in English on there.
I mean, they do if you want to, like, because there are human controllers.
That's true.
Look for
I mean,
guns.
if I could see a label without moving any of the crates, I would take a look. Which
That's a
would probably be a survey.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
that is a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, there's just some crates, some boxes. You're like, boy, I'm glad these boxes are here, like to hide us.
I can't talk to everyone else now.
I
That
mean,
was
you
the one
can, like, they're
problem.
all in the room, so you can
Yeah, but that
physically
makes
talk.
noise.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand on your shoulder, and you can whisper into my ear. Let
Okay.
everyone know.
There's a big centipede thing outside.
Death lurks around the corner. No, yeah, guys, we need to be careful. This looks like we're definitely outmatched at the moment.
Javier, you need to switch forms.
I'll do it after everyone's done, and then I'll just quick shift back. It'll be fine.
All right,
Someone
do we
has
have a
to stay.
plan yet?
I have a bad plan.
We're going with the standard fuck shit up plan, aren't we?
Maybe. We need 2 things. We need control and we need a distraction. I think so long as a couple of us can distract the clearly disgusting monsters, maybe the rest of you can get into the control room, and if all else fails, crash this into the mothership. If things don't fail, maybe we can pick them off one by one. I don't know. Like I said, it's not a plan. It's just an instinct.
All right. Tony's going to turn into a rhino. Move out from behind the boxes and start morphing into a rhino.
Gotcha. Got you. It's you just straight up start turning into a rhinoceros. It's
Can Heather see him doing that?
yeah, everyone can see him doing that. And you heard the instructions. Are you, I guess, go ahead. Are you trying to not be noticed yet?
Yes, not right this second.
Okay, go ahead and
Not till
roll me
after
something to not be noticed.
All right.
Yeah.
That would be probably a finesse because I'm not actually prowling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna burn that auto success we just got.
All right, perfect.
I just changed it myself. I hope that's a cool.
Nope, that helps me out a lot. Cool. Yeah, you're able to, with that auto success. It's an auto crit success or just an auto success?
Oh, that means it would change the thing off.
It's all right.
That's sad.
It's okay, everyone. We're no longer in desperate. You're in a risky situation now. So you are hanging out as a rhino behind these boxes now.
And then I'm going to charge outside of the room.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna do that right now. Okay.
Yeah. Just don't want him to come in when I'm transforming and everyone else is a bird.
Gotcha. All right. Tony is going into this right now. It is quite the surprise for this giant centipede. Go ahead and roll me something. What are you?
We're gonna go with wreck, and I'm just going to try and smash this thing and then run away.
Mm-hmm.
The first step is smash the thing. That is a 4 and a 6.
All right, so that
Sorry,
is
6 is the high.
Yeah, that's a success. You charge out of this cargo room, and this thing was still kind of like lapping up the last of whatever it was eating, and sees you charging at it, and it makes this. I'm about to make some really strange noises, so y'all like tell me if this is too much. It makes this like the thing at you, and as you ram your face into its chest cavity, it is not dead. and it is going to take its little pinchers and just start clawing at you and into your armor. Go ahead. Do you want to resist?
I would love to resist.
That is a
I don't-
body. That is a body resistance, please.
All right. So there's a 5. I like that. We'll go with the 5.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you take 1 stress.
And he's going to send a note. You guys reset your clocks and then go figure out where the clock is.
Mm-hmm.
Heather's gonna demorph.
All right. Heather's
Hello
next
as
into
well.
this. All right. Tony, you're still fighting this taxon, so we
Yeah.
got to get this resolved. So everyone is taking their moment to demorph, and you're gonna continue to fight this.
Yeah, it's a real bad idea.
It's a real bad idea. What's
Is
up,
it
Um,
Katie?
possible-
Katie's
After I
like,
demorph,
okay,
I'm just yeah.
like, oh, yeah,
Is it-
I guess I'm doing it.
Is it possible to roll a tune to maybe try to demorph and morph back into a gorilla faster so I can join Tony in the fight?
Ooh, yeah,
All right.
yeah, you can.
All right. What's my tune? I got 1. I'm gonna add a die to it.
Okay, use one of your
Right.
dice heads.
That was my intention as well. Could I do that as well as in a strain?
Yeah, sure. Let's if that's what y'all want, let's do it.
Penelope is following the lead of Heather and demorphing back into human form, and is going to take advantage of all of this chaos going on and try to sneak past and get like to the control room.
As a
I am
person.
kissing Penelope and then going Rhino.
Just
The plan
two
was for there
right-
to be 2 teams.
It's like the grab, the like, the key to the moment, the oh fuck, we're fucked, so I'm gonna kiss her. Going for it.
Mhm.
Really good kiss, maybe a little bit of tongue,
All right,
but just still a quick one.
all right. Penelope, are you okay with this?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Gotcha.
Am I not
Like, there's this moment where you have like, we're gonna resolve these 2 attune rules first, like, to see how fast this goes. So go ahead, Ollie and Anna, go ahead and roll me a tune, please.
Already did. It's a good thing I added that second dice because the first one
Mhm.
was a 3, but I got a 6 on the second.
A 6 on the second, nice. All right, let me remove that from your thing. And what about you, for Riley?
I rolled 3 6s.
Dang.
You are now in a controlled position.
Because now we have a giant kitty.
Also, obligatory in chat. Thank you. So I pay monthly for my friend's channel just for that emote. Like, but she doesn't even stream that much anymore, but it doesn't matter. Like, I will continue to pay for that emote. You're now in a controlled position, all of you, because of these two things. Heather, you're going to be a little bit slower behind because you're not taking that time to do that attune. But the 2 of you can charge in, and Penelope, go ahead and roll me something to sort of get past all of these bodies. Also, have any of y'all figured out how to morph clothes yet?
We have not.
Okay. Penelope, have
I'm a-
you figured out how to morph clothes yet?
I thought we had figured out how to morph undies,
You
right?
can morph your undies, and that's just
Yep.
what I'm wondering.
I think she's probably in her undies.
Okay.
I don't think
you're
she's-
in
yeah.
your undies. Great. I like it. Perfect. They're tight enough to be on. So yeah, Penelope is going to run past them in her underwear. Penelope, how are you gonna get past the chaos of whatever this is?
I did prowl again and I rolled a 5.
A 5. Okay, that is a success with a minor consequence. I'm gonna have you're going past. And the minor consequence will be you just as you get past, the Taxon sort of reaches into this weird satchel that it has on it and hits a pager. And the alarms of the ship goes off that y'all were found. That is your consequence for that. So there's a whole bunch of woo, 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 but you are past. And heading to the control room, because that's where you were before. And by this point, Heather, you have become a rhino, but we're gonna have Nick finish his. What are you doing with this big old worm?
We are going to smash it into the closest wall.
Yep, not a problem.
I got a 4 on my rec.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled
Yeah,
a second
success.
one, but
You just continue to ram this thing into the wall.
yeah,
There is
got to use some momentum and weight.
Mhm.
So.
The consequence for that, can I have you roll another resist, but it's
Of
not
course.
an insight, it's a resolve.
Resolve, okay.
This last time you were fighting as a rhinoceros, bad things happened to you.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Especially against weird alien creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. That's a 4 and a 6. We're
All
very
right,
happy with
so
that.
you take no stress with that 6. As you're trying to it takes you a minute, but you are able to sort of like overcome your trauma, your hauntedness, as you have listed, to essentially finish this creature off. Its blood is green and oozy and just sort of all over your face at this point.
Ugh.
As your friends join you in this corridor, and Penelope is running down the hallway in her undies towards the control room. And guess who has to pee already? I do. Of course I do. Of course I have to pee. It's been 47 minutes. I have to go. I'll be right back.
Riley, you should go with Penelope. Your morph is best suited to give chase, stealth, and protect her. I think the 3 of us should try to make as much noise as we can while they're getting into the control room. Maybe if we yes.
Should we do that, or should we take the control room and just stand our ground there?
If you can get to the control room and you can tell us sort of what it's like, if it seems fortifiable, we'll join you. If it doesn't seem fortifiable, see if you can figure out any of the controls. If we can learn how to flush the airlock or anything like that, we can lead them to the cargo room and then dump them.
Jaguar paces back and forth for a second. I don't want to leave you behind.
I'll be back, no matter what. I promise.
All right, we're back.
Riley, no matter what, I promise I'm not going to die today.
Better not. I'll take off after Penelope.
I'm going to roar as a gorilla and start plowing through some crates.
Love it. Just plowing through some crates.
Get on top of one of us, and we can run
Right,
faster
the
than
right.
a gorilla.
Tony, my boy, let's go. Oh, I'm on. Come on,
Okay.
Tony.
Like, oh man, I only kind of wish that there was like
Is there a sword? Is there a metal device?
Like, man, like,
Is there a pole? I'll take a pole.
if only there was some kind of mechanic that this game provided that allowed you to figure something out. But I don't know.
Listen, I think at this point you've learned a lot about me, and one of those things is I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's okay. If you can figure out a decent flashback on a reason for you to have a pole, like, and how it would have gotten onto this ship for you to grab onto.
Those crates had to be filled with something.
They did.
Everyone needs building material, man.
Yeah. Sure. I'll do a flashback where I'm not involved. Maybe they're bringing in like construction materials, a bunch of rebar, stuff like that around, and maybe it was in preparations of making cages for all of the new bodies.
Interesting. Okay. That is going to be 2 stress for that flashback, and you find a crowbar.
Super not worth it, but I love it. I'm taking it.
Hey. You can now not have to hit the centipede monster things with your bare hands. That might come in handy later.
My plan was to rip the tongue out. That was the only plan.
Yeah, you have a crowbar now.
And a steed.
Let's
go.
And a steed.
All right.
Let's get a Penelope real quick, since you're sort of ahead of the team right now and heading, and you know where the cockpit is because you're heading that way. As you're running that way, things are going nuts because it's obvious now that y'all are for sure on board. The lights are flashing, and you come, as you turn the corner, you come face to face with an adult human. Sorry. You come face to face with a teenage human. One that you know.
Oh no.
It's Lynette.
Oh.
And she stops and stares at you for a moment, trying to process why is this girl on this ship in her underwear? And you have an opportunity to do something.
I think Penelope sort of skids to a stop relatively close to Lynette and just says, "I'm really sorry about this, Lynette, and I'm gonna punch her in the face."
Nice.
All right.
Mess her up.
What are you using to punch her in the face? What are you
Skirmish.
rolling? Skirmish?
All
right, I'm here for that. It'll be a limited effect, but it'll be there.
I rolled another 5. I've been literally rolled 3 5s in a row.
So you punch her in the face. Your minor consequences with the 5 is, sure, her nose breaks, but you also feel like this is the first time you've ever punched somebody. Your hand also hurts, and so not to the point of there's an injury, but it kind of takes you back for a bit, right? And she pulls back and she's and grabs her face, right? And luckily enough, because you get the feeling that she hasn't quite recognized you just yet because didn't expect you to be here, kind of thing. But you still have a moment. What do you want to do in response? Anything else you want to do?
I think I'm going to, as she sort of doubles over holding her nose, I think I'm going to slam her into the wall beside me and take off running, try to knock her off balance and take off running.
Yeah, go ahead and do another roll for me for that one, please.
I think I'm going to use finesse for that one because I think it's just going to be Penelope's trying to make it a smooth, fluid motion.
Yeah, go ahead and it'll still be limited. Like if it was wreck, it would be,
Another fucking 5.
another 5. Perfect. I like it. You are successful in that. And you're able to get past her, and you hear her cursing and stuff like that. And as you sort of turn another corner, you hear behind you that weird shrieking noise again. And they're turning the corner. There's a couple of other of these centipedes, these taxons, as they're called, who are essentially like sharks. And they smell blood.
Oh.
Not just the blood of their fellow taxon, because they're cannibals, but the blood of Lynette. And they're going to turn the corner, and one of them beelines towards her. And you're going to keep going, I think. But your friends are going to be the one that are going to see, essentially. I will give you a chance to react if you want, but there is a taxon that is going to eat Lynette.
I think Penelope keeps going and looks straight on. Like, I don't think she's positive to look back, because that she's worried about saving the greater good at this point. Yeah.
So we can agree, fuck Lynette, right?
I mean,
I was going to kill her. I'm so happy to text
Katie liked her.
That being said, for our gorilla and our jaguar, because the rhinos, actually, yeah, we're gonna make it all 4 of you, sorry.
Riley ran off after me.
Yes, I split off the group.
Gotcha. So
I'm probably pretty close to Penelope now, because I can run pretty quickly as a jaguar.
that is true. We'll even say that you probably caught up to her as she slammed Lynette in, and you were probably with her by the time like she was turned the corner the Texans were going. So the other 3 of you, our gorilla and our 2 rhinos, I want the 3 of you to roll me a resolve.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm rolling better resolve than body, but I'll take it. A 6 and a 5.
Cool.
I got a 6. I'm
6.
golden.
Gotcha. Heather. A 1. Oh, Heather.
Oof. Oh no.
I feel like I should. I may need to use that critical success unless I have anything else lying around.
Couple extra rolls, don't you?
You have a reroll.
I'll take a reroll.
You do have a reroll, and you have 3 add-ons to your dice. What are you doing?
So 4. Do I want to use a crit? The one of the.
So a 4 will mean that you take 2 stress.
She's pretty stressed. Should I do it? Why not? Let's just do it. Go for it.
Yeah, the way that this is, if y'all fill up your stress box, we kind of talked about it last time. I'm not going to take y'all out of the fight. It's going to reset, and you will take a trauma. Essentially.
She's getting close.
Yeah. So you take 2 stress as the 3 of you essentially witness, because one of these taxons smelled the blood. This young teenage girl tries to be like, no, you idiot, and she gets eaten. Head first. Just head into it. Starts to gnaw head first into her shoulders. The second one comes around and essentially grabs her by the feet, and they do it Lady and the Tramp style.
Ew.
That's what y'all witness.
Just imagining kissing Texans now, and it's weird. You see Lady in the Tramp, I think the spaghetti.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, that's what she was referencing.
That's what I was referencing.
That's an image.
So here's the 3 of you What do you want to do? They're pleasantly distracted enough. You could probably go past them.
Yeah,
But you're also rhinoceroses. And a gorilla with a crowbar. So,
I mean,
I'll
no
go
reason-
right, you go left.
Let's kill him.
Okay.
all right, cool. I'm here for it.
As Tony gets close, can I jump off and try and get on top of the big beastie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Look, I'm riding animals the rest of this fight.
Absolutely.
Well, you are the beast master, the animal tamer, whatever the heck it was here.
The zookeeper.
The zookeeper, yes.
Fuck
You're a
yeah.
gorilla. Okay. Roll something. You got
My
it.
rec was 2 6s and a 3.
All right, that's a critical success on your rec. What are you rolling, Ollie?
I'm gonna roll a skirmish
Mhm.
because I through some stuff I'm at 2 of that plus 1 from being a gorilla.
Mhm.
So let's fuck some shit up.
Gotcha.
I'm rolling. If that's okay.
Mhm.
Only 1 6, unlike everybody else.
1-6. Okay.
I do get a lot of dice for rec.
Mhm.
I'll take it.
And what do you got?
5.
5. All right, cool. So all right, it's the 3 of you with all these successes. Let me know how this goes down. Like, we got the 6, the super crit. With those 3 rolls, at least one of them will be dead. So go ahead and y'all describe to me how you fuck up some Taxons.
My thought would be that I smash into one and then he jumps and just bashes its head with the crowbar.
Mhm.
And then I take the other one, horn it, and fling it up into the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Ooh. What if Tony, as you're going through with as you're ramming through, I'll jump up and grab the mouth with the crowbar, and then we just pull in opposite directions.
Oh God.
So brutal. I mean, I did just devour a teenager. So
Lady in the Tramp style, no less.
Lady in the Tramp style.
It's
no.
us. You should have expected it.
I know. I'm so
Mhm.
I'm here for it. All right, cool. With at least that one's dead. And the one that Heather rams into, sort of like similar to how Tony did before. Heather, go ahead and roll me a body resistance, please, as it's gonna try to defend itself and come at you with its.
I'm looking at the picture. They don't seem
I'll
honestly.
take it.
Huh? What you got?
I'll take that 5.
All right, so you take 1 stress.
Dun dun dun. So close. We're getting so close.
You're so close to having it full. Oh man. And it claws at you and you feel it like scrape across your eye. But it doesn't matter because rhinoceros are blind. So like they have poor eyesight, kind of thing. But it doesn't like it just goes across like essentially your brow so that you're like bleeding into your own face. So it's not even like a real injury, it's like a flesh wound because you're a rhino, right? But it's still up. Does anyone else have anything they want to do with this last one that is engaged with?
I'm gonna pass it to Tony. Can I do
Gonna
that?
pass it to Tony? Like y'all gonna play
Like,
ball with
when
it?
it comes down from the ceiling, I want to whack it again in Tony's direction.
All right. Roll me
Jocks,
something.
we can do this.
What do you got? What do you got for me? How you rolling that?
What would be good? A finesse, because I'm going for
Trying to aim.
weirdly. Yeah, like
Okay. Finesse that.
I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 3, maybe not so much.
3, yeah, that's a failure. You're not able to finesse your way towards it. In fact, you kind of, when you sort of back up to like hit it, it's able to skirmish out of the way and you end up missing it. We're gonna go ahead and still definitely want to resolve these 2 boys, right? This one boy right here. But Tony and Javier, what do y'all got anything?
Once it scuttles away from her, Tony will just charge at it again. So
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
just to try and at least pin it to the wall with his own body if need be. Wow. Apparently like 4s? A 5.
All right, yeah. So you're
4s and
able
a 5.
to ram into it, and once again, your horn just penetrates it, and it bleeds all over you. It's gross.
Yeah, I am a disgusting
dead.
looking rhino right now.
Yep, it's dead. Y'all are also kind of starting to hope that there's no more of these, particularly on the ships, as they're attracted to blood, like sharks. So we'll see how that goes, depending on things. Yeah, what you got, Ollie?
So glad I'm
Javier,
not.
wondering, do they have to be alive to acquire their DNA?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
I know. My internet is being a little shoddy, y'all. 1 second. Come on, OBS. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
OBS is being a butthole. It's that time of day, so.
Person. Oh, she's back.
Am I?
I can see you moving.
Yes, you're back now. The stream is still frozen for me.
The stream decided it didn't want to work at all for me. I just have the chat.
Yeah,
that's my own.
it should be, the hiccup should be over because OBS is back up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, it was just, it's 6 o'clock, despite the fact that I shouldn't have bandwidth issues, decided to give me bandwidth issues. So,
okay, there we go.
Yeah, so cool. So what were you doing? What was the dealio?
Well, I was just trying to see if I could acquire it, but since I can't, can I rip off one of those big talons that it uses for legs?
Yeah. Just the centipede leg. Yeah.
Yeah, dual wielding. Let's go. I've unlocked a new skill. Two weapon fighting.
Cool. I'm here for it. All right, let's cut real quick over to Penelope and Riley, with Riley essentially being Penelope's bodyguard as they're heading to the control room. Penelope, you know where you're going. You were already here, and you make it there. And as the two of you go in, it is definitely emptier. Like, it's empty, oddly enough.
I look at I like pause and look at Riley, and I'm like, so what's the plan? What are we doing here exactly?
I'm not sure. So the control is completely empty, right?
It's completely empty.
I don't smell anyone or anything.
You can roll, I guess, an attune or something for that to like use your kitty boy senses.
Yeah, I'll roll an attune.
Well, the jaguar is a girl, so kitty girl senses. Yeah, I call my big boy a kitty boy.
There was a 6 in that mix.
Yeah, all right. Like, there's the residuals that were people here of some like humans that were in here. But it seems like they had taken off when the alarms went off. Which is weird and interesting, because why would they just leave the cockpit when there's andalites on the ship?
Yeah, this feels bad.
As y'all kind of get there, like, there's the big window in this bug fighter. It's not so much as a bug fighter, it's like if a bug fighter became a transport ship, that's what it would be like. And you see ahead of you almost like this ripple in space, like you are in space. Like, this ripple in the darkness, as y'all sort of pass through these cloaks, right? This cloaking mechanism. And there is a much, 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 much larger ship that has clamps and is ready to just take you into its dock. Can I have one of you roll something to notice something outside? Like like whatever y'all want to do, whatever the perception roll is in this game.
I have 2 in survey. I can roll that.
Okay.
I'm going to send all of you proof of these rolls. I rolled another 5 and a 6. So it's a 6 this time because I have 2 in survey.
Nice.
But
But I have literally rolled 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5, 6.
Here for
We
it.
trust
Yeah.
ya.
I'm just like, what is up with these numbers tonight? So it's a
Mhm.
6 this time.
As you're sort of there, like there's the control panel and stuff, and you're looking around, Penelope, you see an identical ship also docking. And if you squint your eyes enough, you see inside, just directly across from you, is that a gorilla?
Who's stealing my style?
Like,
I'm not really sure what we should do, if we should try to divert the ship or what.
Does Penelope tell Riley what she saw?
Yeah, I think she's like, she says that, and then she's just like, is that a gorilla?
What? I'm gonna run for where the window is so I can get up on my paws and see. But I'm also going to tell the other group. Control room's empty. We're docking in a ship. I don't know where anybody is. And I want to look out the window, and do I see this gorilla? Does the gorilla see me?
The gorilla looks incredibly busy trying to figure out how to control the ship. Like, you see this gorilla and it's like just poking
Buttons.
in the ship across from you.
Can I ask a question?
You can, but you can't see anything.
I understand. This is a out of character question for Riley. Is he a hotter gorilla than me?
Might not be a he.
Good point.
That's got to be the episode title.
Is this the hotter gorilla? The hotter gorilla. Sort of thing. It takes a moment, and the gorilla sort of looks up and tilts its head, and
I'm gonna thought speak.
Huh?
Oh, were they about to thought speak? Because I was about to do that. Okay.
And it's like, are you the golden retriever lesbian?
So pause. No, but she's my friend. Are you the one who's been contacting us?
Like, going bananas, at your service, and he like salutes you as a gorilla from this other ship.
Just kind of raise my paw.
Amazing.
I'm gonna say to everybody else, there's another team on a different ship.
Have they figured out the controls of theirs?
Doesn't look like it.
Well, don't let them beat us to it then.
Oh my god, it's the weird monkey guy, ain't it?
Kind of around this time, y'all all make it to the cockpit.
Were there any signs of anyone else? Considering
roll something for me, gorilla guy.
Hell yeah, I'm rolling. I'm
You're the
rolling
only
some
one that can see right now because the rhinos
stuff.
have a really bad astigmatism. Like,
Yeah.
We can
Heather
hear.
got her anime scar, so her rhino can see even less.
right?
I think I'm like you know that dumb like skiing straddle. I'm doing that to try
Sorry,
and keep
a
them.
Labrador.
Labrador. Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
I married me a very, very special woman. Special. Very. This is what I live with, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 2 5s on survey.
2 5s in a survey. It's weirdly quiet. But you do sort of. I say that as your rhino friends are sort of going into the cockpit and you're taking that look down the left and look down the right of the hall, you do see on the right turning a shadow, as if, yeah.
All right. Riley, try to coordinate with the other team. I'm gonna make sure there's no one around here. I'm gonna go look at the shadow.
Okay, let's go ahead and resolve that. You're going around to the corner. Are you going around the corner?
Can I, with my monkey body, I don't know, find some tubing or something to climb around the top?
And just swing? Do gorillas Tarzan? I don't know. Like,
He had to learn it from somewhere, right?
that is true. Yeah, you can try.
All right. Everything worth doing, worth trying. Is this a roll? Like, what do I finesse?
No,
Yeah,
you
here
know,
we go.
it's not a roll. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You find the pipes at the top, the random sci-fi pipes at the top that you're swinging from, and you turn the corner and pew pew. I need you to roll a resistance roll, please. A body. If you want to, you can take all the stress. And take an injury. Or take an injury.
Slots left.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll body and I'm gonna add a die to it.
Yeah. Keep in mind that you can always push yourself for an extra die or take a devil's bargain. All right.
Not yet. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking a double bargain
okay.
yet.
Gotcha.
I mean, you've already had what, like 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a naughty boy. 5, 6, and a 2.
Yeah, so a 6 is success. You just able to as like these phasers come from your home ec teacher.
Rude.
As she shoots one of these Draken beams at you. Just yeah.
I missed my gun. All right, I'm gonna jump down, weapons out, and I'm gonna kill her. I'm a fucking skirmisher.
Okay.
All right. 5 is a success, or do I have to? Yeah, 5 is a success. 4 is not a success.
4 is a partial success. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got 5 and a 4, so I'm good. Both
yeah.
are good.
So you come down on her, pummel her to the ground with your crowbar and your taxon thing. And she falls back onto the ground as you bludgeon her to it. And there will be a point where you notice that the Yeerk is trying to escape.
Cool. I guess I'm just gonna pull it out with my feet, hands, and squish it, and talk to the home ec lady. Before I do that, if there's someone standing right next to us, like
no, it was just her. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Mhm.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I'm just gonna squish the thing as it's coming out and
Mhm.
ask her if she knows where she is, if she's cognizant, and how do I phrase this? I ask her if she's worth saving.
Wow. As she's bleeding to death on the ground, or bludgeoned, like probably internally bleeding. Like,
Oh, for sure. I'm a big gorilla.
yeah. She looks up with you. Her eyes, like there is some damage to her face. Her eyes are one side is like bloodshot. And she sort of like looks. She looks up at you. And barely breathes. And Delight, it's okay if I don't make it, but it would be nice.
No, what I asked, are you worth saving? Do you have critical information?
She goes, my husband, my children.
Is she in pain?
Yes.
I kill her. I finish her off and walk away. I take the gun.
I need you to make another resolve as you
Yeah,
murder her.
that's fair.
You mercy kill her, but
That's fair.
I'll put it to you this way: you need to roll a 6, or you're taking a trauma because you have 1 left. You said
I have 2 slots
you have
left
2
in my.
sets, so you need to roll a 5, or you're taking a trauma.
Yay! The first one was a 3 and a 3. I'm taking some trauma. Hit me. What do I got? Murderer's guilt.
Yeah, you are definitely you're definitely taking. How do you kill her?
I think I just grab her by the face and quiet her down, if you will.
Odd.
She struggles.
It's yeah.
She struggles as you essentially take the breath out of her. And you definitely take a trauma of guilt.
Okay.
Like,
I'm really making up for the season.
You take that trauma. And you just murdered her.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
she's not
cold.
a Yeerk. She's just a person. She was dying. You mercy killed her. You may have been able to save her, but you asked if she was useful, and she begged
Okay.
you.
Everything you said is true and fair. Just a reminder, I've been pretty clear about who Javier is.
Yes.
when in certain situations.
But you murdered this woman. So.
Oh no, I agree with the trauma. My only question is, you said guilt. The traumas available on the sheet are cold, haunted, obsessed, paranoid, reckless. Haunted, is that?
I think I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you reckless.
All right.
I'm gonna give you reckless. Again, that's another thing I think I needed to work with 4 and talk to him about making some more Animorphs based traumas. But yeah, you were reckless at this point. You have less of a cool. You're reckless for the rest of your life now at this point. Can't just heal traumas. They stay with you forever. Yeah. As you have murdered her. Yeah. Let's come back to Riley. So we've already had two human deaths and 3 Taxons in an hour and 24 minutes. So, Riley.
Going well.
Everyone else in the cockpit.
To the other gorilla, do you all have a plan?
It's like,
Try
yeah,
to stay alive.
well,
Oh, fuck it. No, y'all, this is definitely outside the scope of my intelligence.
that's okay. I'm smarter than you. So
And I'm smarter than you, punk.
Oh no, we have another one.
I was talking one-on-one to avoid this very thing.
So he
'Cause I
goes,
know my team.
yeah, so we figured out there's at least like 25 of these ships all over North America ready to do this next week. We're trying to infect this ship to break that code so those ships don't take off.
How's that going?
Well, we got here.
Oh,
What's your-
infect the big ship.
Yeah, what's your plan?
We're more of an improvising team. This wasn't our score. We stumbled into it, to be completely honest.
Please let Heather talk to him. Heather, you can talk to him all you want. But around this time, you see, kind of like y'all are not speaking through a window, and a tiger jumps up just like you jumped up onto the ship, and a more composed voice comes out of this tiger, at you, and it's just like, "You in charge?"
Yes.
Yes. It's like, all right, so we can probably get you out of the ship if you want to help be our backup, and then you can and once we get the virus snuck in, you can jump back on our ship and we can all go back down together. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. And he jumps down, and you see the monkey hold up a disc like, and puts it into the ship, and just a computer in several different languages, both Earth languages, alien languages. You just hear, "Airlocks open." Y'all are docked at this point, so now y'all just have to. And they're like, "Cool, we'll meet you in the hallway." And you hear the monkey go, "Fuck up anyone you see," and just like they leave the cockpit to go meet you out into the larger ship's hangar, essentially.
Okay. So as I'm turning, I'll say to Penelope, you need to morph. Something fast, something you can fight with. And I'll say to the rest of the team, the other team put a virus in the ship. They're going to meet us in the hallway. We're going back with them. They said, fuck up anyone we see. So, Javier, this is your moment.
I walk back in with a gun. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Show this-
morph into a horse.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, horses are gonna fuck some shit up. Let me tell you this right now. This is the first time you're turning into a horse, however, so I'm gonna need that attune from you, Penelope. Because horses are prey animals, and this is a scary situation.
A 6.
Perfect. Penelope, you turn into this beautiful. We did the speckled booty ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep. I forgot what they're called. What's the speckled booty horse called?
Rainbow sprinkle.
Nope. I'm googling it. I'm asking Jeeves right now. I think it starts with an A. Like, it's not an Appalachia, is it? I'm gonna have to figure this out. I have to do this with the spots on its rear.
An Appaloosa, right?
An Appaloosa. There we go. It's an Appaloosa. You're a beautiful Appaloosa horsey, sort of thing. And yeah, let's get into that hangar, y'all. That is your next task.
As we're waiting on Penelope, I will kind of circle Javier and make sure he's not injured.
He's not injured, but he's covered in blood.
I'm not going to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I imagine we're all going to be covered in blood by the end of this.
Yeah, y'all are
Tony
all covered.
definitely is.
But Javier is covered in people blood.
I will say just to him then. Who was it?
No one important.
Ooh.
Hmm. Actually, no. I'm sorry. People matter. It was the home ec teacher. She was injured, so I tried to see if she had any information. She didn't. I didn't want her to, even if she's a bad person in real life, I don't want her to suffer. So she's dead now. But I got her gun, and he's gonna start walking away.
Yeah, as long as Penelope's ready, I'll follow along.
Yeah, Penelope, you ready? You're attuned with your with
Yeah.
with Applejacks here.
Yeah.
And so listen, My Little Pony references are going to happen. Like, I am a fan. And y'all are heading trying to find, y'all know where the exit is technically, actually, because y'all know how to get inside. And luckily enough, there was at least a hack to where y'all aren't getting zapped immediately
Yay.
leaving, because y'all don't have Yeerks in your head, right? That was
They can if they
handled.
want. Oh.
Do I smell people on this ship still? Because we know the Subvisor was on this ship.
You do know the Subvisor was on the ship. Well, I will answer this question as y'all approach the exit that goes into the hangar. You are met with a Hork-Bajir. And there is something you need to do to get past this one. Who's leading the charge?
My preference would be Tony, but apparently, apparently
I'm in
Heather.
Rhino. I'll go for it.
Yeah, Heather's leading the charge. Heather, you're blind.
Gotta make up for the physical.
Yeah, Heather, can you just go ahead and roll me a resistance roll as you are charged by this bladed creature?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Mhm.
Ooh. 6!
Alright, you do not take any stress or injuries going into
Thank God.
this. Yeah. So far y'all haven't lost any limbs.
One more stress and I get trauma.
I love it. Yeah, they charge at you. And you sidestep, and it's like, nope, I'm a big rhino. You can't do that to me. What does anyone want to do? Well, Heather, what do you want to do since you're there?
Fuck it up. I'm gonna try to lure it with my horn.
These are less squishy than Taxons are, so
I'm going to take
a
stress.
Yeah.
Take a stress and give Heather an extra die.
Nice.
I think that Penelope is sort of positioning herself up next to Heather to like block this thing in a way that Heather can like gore it or something if she wants to.
Do you turn around and kick it in the face?
Yeah.
Yes, because that's what horses should do.
That's my girl.
Do it.
Okay.
Clog this motherfucker
So I
in the
get
jaw. Go for it.
5 on. I'm rolling a hunt for the attack because I'm hoping to find a spot that looks squishy. Or I don't know. Also, hunt is literally my highest stat, so I'm gonna fight something.
Do a hunt and not a skirmish or a wreck.
I can do skirmish or wreck if you want.
Hunt is a little bit more passive than a skirmish or a wreck, so you would get a better tier if you did one of those, where it's like if you did like a hunt.
I'll reroll.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so went down to a 4.
Okay, and which one did you use?
5 for 4, huh?
Which one did you use? Wreck.
Let's go with 4.
Yeah, so Heather sort of, as this thing slides past, it gets bucked in the face by a horse. by Penelope, and into Heather. And Heather, you bucket. Go ahead and nope, you don't need to make any resistances, but it's still up. Like it's not dead. The three of you. What would you like to do?
Could I go first between you guys? I want to offer something to maybe help the rest.
Mhm.
These things are like chitinous, right?
Yeah, they're pretty tall. They're probably about 8 feet tall.
Well, I mean, like the material that's on them is it chitin? Is it like that shellish stuff?
Yeah, it's scaly and it's rough. Like if you were to sort of like a it's kind of like sandpaper to where like if you were to touch it on like if you were fleshy, like rubbing against it would be not great. And on top of that, they're just covered in blades. In fact, let's get some visuals.
Let's get a reference for this.
Let's
this
get
might
some
really
visuals.
impact my choice.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's not official art, but yeah.
Look, if fan artists can do it better.
Only something yours in my head. It's like
These are my favorite aliens, so
Atlantis.
I love them so much. That's a good one. Oh, this is also a good one. This is official art.
Those
That's
things,
a little
yeah.
less like how I imagined it.
He looks interesting.
It's cute.
Okay. I thought they were more like shell than scale. I was gonna try and peel up one of the shell pieces so that Tony
Oh
can get in
no,
there.
yeah, no, definitely is not that. It's more like sandpaper, essentially reptilian sandpaper. Mm-hmm.
In that case, I want to try to dig the crowbar into its tail and hold it in place so
Okay.
that Riley and Tony can get at it from behind without getting attacked as much.
Okay, what are you rolling?
Skirmish. I'm
Sounds good.
a
Mm-hmm.
big angry gorilla, boy. Fiver.
A 5? Yeah, you were able to do that. However, it's gonna give that an opportunity with the minor consequence to attack you back. It's gonna its tail is down, so it's not gonna whip you at that, but it's gonna essentially come out and like elbow you with that razor blade on its elbow. So go ahead and roll me a body resistance, please.
Sounds good. 5 again.
All right, so you will take 1 stress. On top of that, on top of your traumas. So like you took the trauma, so it goes all the way back down. Stress. And you're gonna have still a minor consequence on top of that. Man, no injuries yet on your side. Good for y'all. Like no one's done no one's gonna. I'm trying to sever some limbs. Let's. All right, yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
Tony or Riley, what are y'all doing?
Does this thing look reasonably pinned?
No,
Okay.
it is not reasonably pinned. There is a gorilla with a crowbar. It's reasonably surrounded, but not reasonably pinned.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
I
keep its tail
require
from
one of
wagging.
these so bad. I was gonna do something stupid, but I'm not gonna do something that stupid.
It would be amazing to acquire one.
Hey,
I know.
do you guys ever LARP? Because you can just leg them and leave them.
I mean, I can try and pin it. I can try.
Anyway, what's
do we see anybody
So-
else in this? Or we're in a hallway, right?
yeah? So imagine that entrance to your ship going into the hangar. Y'all are still inside the ship in that entrance. Like this guy was waiting for you to come out. Like he was guarding the exit. So
the other people fled before him. Basically, he's here to make sure we can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to theoretically demorph and try and like slip up and just touch some part of it, what kind of roll would that be?
Oh my god. Thanks for reminding me. Everyone take a tick on your clock.
Fair.
I like to do it is not the issue. To do it without being seen might be an issue, right? So I'd say these are
Yeah.
two different things that you're gonna have to like roll. Like once it's like touched, like you have like time because you will trance it, right?
Yeah. So I have the Astrine ability, nothing to see, which gives me a bonus for morphing and demorphing without being seen.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you can reasonably do that then without a roll.
When
Well, it
Tony
gives
sees
me-
her
Without being seen,
demorphing, he's
yeah.
going to basically make himself over her to a degree,
Uh-huh.
or in front of her, just in a way so she can skirt around him, but basically so clothing doesn't impale Squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll slide underneath Tony.
All right. Nice. I like it.
Jaguar,
Yeah.
demorph, and yeah, I want to reach out and try and acquire this thing.
Yeah, you touch it and its hand is like sandpaper. It's or like the sides, even if it's just like it's facing away from you, we'll say that you safely are trying to do that. But it is focused on your three friends that are fighting it. Go ahead and roll finesse for me to see if you can touch this safely.
Do I want to use that auto crit?
I could also take a stress to try and be more noticeable to it and give you a bonus.
No, I have 2 finesse. What do I have? Wait, where's the sheet? Okay. I have oh, I'm gonna add 1 die from what I have.
Mhm.
Say, did you struggle for it?
So I changed it.
Okay, thank you.
That gives me 3. A 6 and 2 3s.
Okay, excellente. You do it. And luckily for the rest of you, this thing goes into a trance as it's being done. Luckily has not seen Riley because of the way that she approached it. So y'all have some time as she acquires this work Bajir, which will count on 3 onto a load because it is a sapient creature. It counts like a human would. It's in a trance now. What do y'all do?
Can I
Try to
climb
pin
it?
it.
Yeah.
1 second. Huh?
I'm gonna try to pin it.
Well, yeah, you can pin it, but it can't do anything. It's tranced.
I'm gonna pin it while it's tranced, so
Okay.
it can't get up when it's untranced, and we can just get up.
Or just
Okay.
kill it while it's tranced.
Yeah.
If we kill it while it's tranced, though, will you not be able? We need to give it time for you to acquire the morph, though, right?
He did.
I'm saying it's acquired. Like this is a not
Okay.
problem.
Okay, we're just gonna try. I'm gonna try to like knock it down and crush its head under my hooves.
Okay. Roll, just don't fail for me. Like wreck it. Let's do it. Wreck its face. See if there's any consequences. 6, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. It is acquired and then it is dead.
As soon as I acquire it, I am pushing myself
Mhm.
to blend morphs, and I'm going Jaguar with the blades,
Okay.
which will give me. I'm taking for the Horcrux the skirmish bonus, so I'll get both a finesse and a skirmish bonus from this
Okay.
blended morph.
You guys
Okay.
seen Zoids, right?
Yeah.
Because you're full
Oh, yeah.
blade liger.
Mhm.
Ugh. I love you.
Do I need to attune?
Yeah. because the cat and the Hork-Bajir don't know what's going on at the same time. So yeah, and because this is the first time it's come up, I'm gonna have you choose which bonus to take. Do you take the Hork-Bajir's bonus, or do you take the cat's bonus, the panther's bonus?
For just overall.
Yeah.
Mm. I think with my dual morph, I think I'm supposed to get both of the bonuses because
Oh, okay.
it's a complex weave of 2 morphs that tackle 2 action rolls.
Yeah. Me adding the bonus that you're getting from the morph is a rule that I made up, actually.
Okay.
And that's why I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, because that's not in 4's stuff. Like I
Okay.
did that to make up for the I did that because you know how like in Blades in the Dark, like if something is finesse for you, you get the extra dice. Like I'm doing it to kind of make up for that wasn't here in this.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying now is
Yeah.
please pick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah, you're fine.
I will take the finesse bonus.
Okay, we'll take the finesse bonus. And you don't have to stick to the finesse bonus. Like if next time you turn into this combination, you could take the not the Hork-Bajir's bonus. Like it's just choose whichever one you want, kind of thing when you're in this dual thing. Cool. And I mean, as that happens, you see sort of coming into the hangar, another Hork-Bajir essentially being flown across this room and then body checked by a grizzly bear.
Awesome.
And we're gonna take a break because I need to go to the bathroom and get some water and stretch and all of that good stuff. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. Because I need to just I need a moment. A lot of violence has just happened.
We did choose violence today.
Y'all have chosen violence. And I'm here for it. I love it. All right, so we will be back here in about 10 minutes. See you soon. And I'm back. Hey, what's up? We're back. We are kicking ass and taking names. Well, actually, you didn't ask this Hork-Bajir's name. He did have a name.
Oh.
You didn't ask. It's okay. You squished a slug inside of his brain, so. But yeah, y'all have exited the ship, watched another Hork-Bajir get body checked by a grizzly bear, and then have its throat ripped out because that's what she do. And there's a moment, Javier, where you come face to face with another gorilla.
Is that holding a crowbar and a gun?
It's holding a disc.
Javier doesn't have a whole lot of masculinity to speak of, but he feels secure.
And on top of the grizzly bear, the tiger, the gorilla joins y'all a wolf and a hawk that lands on the gorilla's shoulder, a red-tailed hawk, and it takes y'all by surprise, but there is an Andalite.
I point my gun at him.
Oh yeah, I back off a little bit.
I mean, as soon as that gun is raised, like, every one of them is like, yo! And, like, gets into fighting stance kind of thing. Like, put that away! What is up, my dude? Says the other gorilla. Like...
in public chat, what is up is, I don't know you. Who are you and what's exactly happening?
Going bananas! I have been trying to talk to y'all for days
Oh,
now.
you're that fucker!
You're that Labrador.
Really? Really? I applaud your indomitable
gorilla shrug
uh,
that you can't see because you're a rhino.
I can do the head fake.
Mm-hmm. The Andalite will come forward and you will hear very politely, he's like, I am Aximili Istroth Israel. I think that's how you pronounce that shit. Aliens, you may call me Axe. Thank you for returning our Scalif device and keeping it safe. However, we now have to... And he points to the gorilla holding the disc. I believe we need backup so that I can put that into the ship's systems so that they do not take off with all of the humans.
Okay, thumbs up.
We're happy to help.
Marco points to the jaguar. They're in charge. And Axe is like, what is your name? If you
Riley.
do not mind. Gives a bow. Thank you, Prince Riley. And Jake's like, you'll just, the tiger, you just hear, it's like, you'll get used to it. It's just something that happens, which is hilarious because you were not the prince. Like,
what are you talking about?
mm-hmm.
She is definitely, like, in charge.
Definitely in charge, but not the playbook. And it's like, and you're all right. You just gotta help figure out where to put this thing and put in this virus. Hopefully it's somewhere here in this hangar.
This is just another one of those recovery ships. Should we put this into the mothership, or upon connection do these link to the same system?
They all just kind of like pause and like look at you for a second. And it's like, one step at a time, man. The gorilla just holds up his finger. I'm just gonna be playing Marco for the most part. It's like there's at least 25 ships waiting to take off tonight and tomorrow night with teenagers in them. We'll worry about past that later. Let's save our fellow classmates, and I don't know. Let's save them and get out of here alive to do this again some other day.
Ooh, sure. What direction do we go? Just point me in the right direction.
Start looking for a place to put this in, and like spread out.
All right. So it's not in the command room because we're in two different command rooms and they
Right.
didn't put it into theirs.
Y'all are in
No,
the hangar.
we're in the hangar, man.
Okay, sorry.
We exited our ship.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are all in this hangar.
Demorph because I ain't finding shit as a rhino.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I mean,
What if
I
you're
can't
seen?
see shit. What do you expect? You want me to just stand and keep guard?
What if you're seen?
Might
If
need
someone-
some muscle.
If someone sees you,
I mean,
kill
what do
them.
y'all think is best?
Don't be
Go
seen.
turn into your dog.
Okay. And she's gonna demorph real quick and then pop back into Stormy, her black lab.
Okay.
Tony's just gonna
instinctively-
stay as a rhino and more or less try and guard everyone else.
She'll just stay rhino and she'll be guard duty because honestly, everyone else is more likely to find it than her anyway.
While you're doing this, the grizzly bear has like wandered off and just starts like moving crates and stuff, like, and sniffing around. Not necessarily wandering aimlessly, but almost bored.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we need to actually get names. The rhinos need someone who can sense better. So Wolf of one of the rhinos. Riley, you should
I'll
take.
do it.
All right, Riley, you should stick with Nick. With your senses, he'll be better off. Tiger, you want to come with me? We'll look ahead, see if we can find something.
If a tiger could raise its eyebrow, he is doing it right now at you, and he's like, "All right, big guy. Not sure who put you in charge, but sure."
I'll pipe up. How about the tiger go with Tony? I'll go with Javier.
Okay, that sounds great.
Anyway, let's split up and start looking. Tobias,
Riley,
you got us in the air, and the bird flies up in the hangar. It's it's like it's really hard to fly in a hangar. There's no thermal. Had to do it.
There we go.
As y'all split up, and it's time to roll do some rolls for me, friends. Everyone who's with Team California can essentially get a +1 to their die.
Let's go, guys. Let's roll.
Mm-hmm.
We got this. I hope.
Right. I'll just kind of see. This is also a time if y'all just want a little socialization. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you like a moment of calm. I will give it to you in this moment. Also, mark something off of your box, your clock. Everyone who's still in morph, and if you've changed one, you are now like at 1, right?
I'm gonna ask real quick, and I'm sorry about this because we've been doing this for a few months now. Where is the clock?
You just write it on a piece.
It's in the margin.
Okay, cool. I thought I was blind
It's
and crazy.
Yeah,
No.
You're fine.
If you look at my sheet, I just have it and some other random stuff that I wanted to remember later on my, like, under the bonus die section.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay.
There you go.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Everyone has 6 except for Riley, who has 8. So I don't know if Heather actually took the thing or not. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go around and see if anyone has any scenes with anyone that they want to talk to or look for something before you roll for stuff. Penelope, you got anything for us?
Not really. I think that she's going to probably enter the ship like on her own and start looking.
Okay, okay, cool. Just as a big old pony.
Yeah,
Nice.
just trotting along.
All right. Let's go ahead and you don't want to interact with the NPCs I presented or with any of your fellow people. Does anyone?
I don't think so. I think Penelope
Okay.
is sort of like on a mission here to
Gotcha.
figure out where this thing goes.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then go
Bad.
ahead and give me a roll, and give me a +1 to this dice, whatever you're trying to roll, because as you're kind of looking around, you hear in your head, it's like kind of a nervous teenage boy sounding. It's like, hey there, didn't get your name, horse girl, but if you want to maybe look kind of toward the at your 3 o'clock, there's some panels there. Maybe check that out.
First off, I'm not a horse girl. I'm a girl who is a horse. But yeah, I'll check out this.
Important distinction.
Oh, my bad. Okay, girl who's a horse.
I rolled a 5 in survey.
I am a bird who is a boy. Yeah, so you rolled a 5 in survey. Yeah, so you kind of go and you look over this control panel with your horse eyes, and there isn't like a place to put this disc in necessarily, but there's like this lever. And there's
Can I tell what it's for?
And there's some alien writing sort of along this lever. And it toggles languages. And if you wait when it toggles in the common, first you actually see it in Chinese and like Mandarin, and then Russian, and then like Italian, alien language, English. Like, and it says ship release. It's the lever to release the docked ships that are currently, which there are only 2 of you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, she puts that away in her noggin, knowing that that's a way for them to, when they need to leave.
Cool. Gotcha. All right. Tony, you're with the tiger.
So what's the play? I can hear and smell, but my eyes are not so good in this form.
Yeah, tell me about it, says the tiger. I got one of those myself. Rex things, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of a fan of the
We
cat
haven't
thing.
had so long to get morphs. The cat was kind of a one shot.
Oh, yeah. We're super lucky we got access. And he cat nods over to the wolf, who is sniffing around, like looking around some other stuff. Her mom's a vet at the gardens. By that you probably assume it's like the local bush gardens. Sort of thing. So it's nice. I'm Jake, by the way.
Tony, we have that too. It's just a local zoo, but it's tricky to get in, and we kind of springing the friends we sent towards you the other day kind of raised some alarms.
Oh yeah, Danielle mentioned you to be Tony. So at least you're the same group. That's nice.
Yeah. Why you're probably having issues. It'll be all right.
I wouldn't. This is actually going fairly smooth, all things considered. I mean, it's actually kind of nice to meet you guys.
Did you guys manage to get Dimitri patched up?
Yeah, he's good. All things considered.
I mean, yeah, he's as good as he can be
Yeah,
as a dog.
yeah. Let's also try not to do that. Today at least.
I would prefer not to become a rhino. Forever.
Not yeah. There's also worse things. I don't see anything over here. It's almost like he's yelling, but it doesn't matter. Sort of thing. Yeah. So, Heather, what are you doing?
Oh no, is she with the
Hey, I'm Heather. How's it going?
Sup, I'm Marco. This is Axe. He points to the Andalite. That's our warrior princess over there. She's just kind of upset because there's nothing to murder at the moment.
Like her.
And
Not like that, you pervert. She hears Tony laughing her head.
and that's Cassie. And that's Tobias. And and I'm Marco. And that's Jake. And I said I'm Marco already. Going bananas.
I'm sorry if I was kind of a bitch to you. I just needed to be careful, and you don't know who's doing what or who's.
Oh, you were being a bitch. You didn't notice.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I know.
That's Tony over there. That's right. That's my girlfriend Penelope, and that crazy asshole over there is Javier.
Whoa.
What?
Girlfriend. That's cool.
Did the lesbian not give that away?
Yeah, but I didn't know that you had a girl like. Listen, I listen.
Who wouldn't want to get with this?
Listen. Well, you were a very, very handsome Labrador Retriever. I will say that.
That's my girl, my Stormy.
But
Prettiest one in the litter.
I'm not into furries, so
I know.
It's okay.
My family breeds labs, so.
He's like looking through. It's like, oh, what is this? A phone book? Who needs that? And he just like tosses it away. Like,
how'd y'all get dragged into this fucking mess?
Well, an Andalite told us about it before he got eaten. And we're just sort of waiting for holding this off until the other Andalites get back.
Is there an ETA for that? Because we could definitely use the help. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Well, at least there's not just one of us anymore.
We got a pretty good crew once you get past all the weirdness.
Yeah.
Although Javier can be a little scary.
Nah, he's fine. I'm not scared of him. Just because he has a gun.
Oh. Wait till you get to know him.
And a bloody crowbar.
Wait till you get to know him.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem.
And if there's guns involved, then I'm the one you got to be scared of.
Well, let's not try to shoot anybody that we don't have to, right? Kind of just knock them out.
Come to think of it, she keeps the channel all over. Javier, why do you have the gun? Shouldn't I be the one with the gun?
You don't have fingers right now.
You don't have thumbs.
I mean, I can, but I'm the one who shoots best.
Sure, but
Just a thought. Okay.
if you get knocked back into your human form, I will throw it at you. I promise. But for
All right,
now,
that's the plan. Just make sure you put the safety on first, like I taught you, okay? Before you throw it. I don't need that shit going off when I catch it. Okay?
I look at the alien gun. Is there a safety on this?
We all like I turned to the Andalite. Do you know if there's a safety on that thing?
What's a safety?
It keeps
Got
it
it.
from firing unless you want it to fire.
Ah, I forgot that human guns were that primitive. No, it will not fire unless you want it to fire.
I mean, human guns, it doesn't unless you pull the trigger, but the safety keeps it from accidentally going off.
Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt. And the little wolf just kind of comes. Again, let's try not to shoot anybody, okay? While we're here. It's not I know there's a few humans here and I would like to avoid murdering anyone if we can. So at the utmost, let's avoid shooting people. Unless we absolutely have to, okay? Let's hurry up and find something to place this computer virus in.
All right. Can I roll hunt to see if I can find anything?
Sure.
Probably won't
Like-
do that well, but I'll try. 5.
5. Yeah.
5.
You look at you're kind of looking around, and I'm gonna say that with your canine senses, you hear something above you. And you sort of see I'm trying to be science fiction-y here. Like, you know how like there's always like a big window, like the control tower in a spaceship hangar? You see up there a person, a human being. It looks like it's Kadir. Frantically trying to operate something.
Hey guys, we got a known controller up above us. And she looks up right at him, points her nose at him.
Yeah, I'm going. I can climb. I'm up there.
Gotcha. Just
there a
monkeying
way-
it up.
Is there a
What's
way I
up?
can get up
Yeah,
there?
there's
I will.
tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a stairwell, like a metal stairs. Yeah.
I'll book it for the stairs, and I'll say to TeamSpeak, he's a subvisor.
Oh,
So he's a primary
someone's
target.
someone's not getting a promotion. Like you just hear someone say, "It's Marco." Marco says that. It's like, all right, let's knock him out. That's probably where we gotta go. And you have a gorilla following you.
I'm going to go with Riley and Marco.
Cool. All right.
Using gorilla climb, can I get there before them?
Really, Clyde.
Yeah, I mean, you have a gorilla also climbing with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't trust these kids. They're too childish.
They're trying very hard to be lighthearted right now, but
yeah, that's fair. But to me, that just comes off to Javier. That comes off as childish. And anyways, he's just in a human body. Does he have any weapons on him? Can I?
You sort of come up behind him, and he turns around, terrified, and just kind of backs up. It does not look like he has any weapons on him.
You're the subvisor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
We're gonna need you to direct us to some sort of server.
Make roll.
I'm going to command.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. That's a 1 and a 6. I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. He just his entire body shaking in fear. Moves to the side and presents to you this council that he's on. It's right here, Andalite. And it's about
Everyone.
this time where people catch up to you. Yeah.
This is sorry. The sub-visitor says this console has connected to the server. Sub-visitor.
Are we sure? Oh wait, you're all humany. You can't hear, can you?
No, no
Yeah,
one's a
you
human right now. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
This is about this time that people catch up to you, Riley, Heather, and Marco and X. And the Sandalite sort of takes the disc from the gorilla as y'all are staring off this poor man. And he begins to do his job. Doing some alien technology shit. And y'all sort of have a minute to do what you gotta do with, or whatever you want to do with this subvisor.
We're gonna need you to get out of the body.
Yo, dude. He's just like, and then what?
And then I'll leave you on the ground. And that's it. Or stay in the body and I will kill you.
You would just kill an innocent man.
Yes.
I'm dead either way. I'd rather at least die by the hands of my commanding officer.
That's fair. We'll leave you unharmed.
I don't believe you.
You're good. You're going to die either way. We don't have to, this doesn't have to be difficult.
Hey, Javier,
Yes.
ask them what they're really doing to the people at the mental hospital, please.
Okay. Can you explain to my friend why you're using those patients?
At the mental hospital? Why does
Yeah.
your friend care? Why do Andalites care?
That's not the question. Answer.
Make a roll.
Cool. I'm gonna command them again. Here we go. That's just a 4.
Command. I mean, it's success. It's a partial success, and he's. Huh. Okay. They're voluntary host. Every single one of them are voluntary host.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to interrupt you. They're coerced hosts. They're not able to consent properly. My mom has taught me a lot about consent in the past couple weeks, and that's not consent.
Oh, bitch of your mom, dude.
Your mom. You're not an Andalite. like between asking with the mental hospital and with the, and kind of like at that moment.
Well, now you gotta kill him.
Now we gotta kill him. Heather doesn't hear
I know,
any exchange, correct?
No, Heather hears all of it. Like, you're physically there and he's talking. Like, he's a
Open
person. Yeah.
She's yelling at this man.
Yeah. You're not Andalites. And he looks over at Axe. And Axe is just finish what he's doing. And at that moment, you sort of feel the air of consensus, because there was a little contingency there for a minute about killing this man, this just the controller himself, but not even the person, because canonly they don't have their secret Hork-Bajir village left for this man to hide in. So,
Yeah, I think Riley has made up her mind once he says you're not Andalites. She's going to pounce.
Gotcha.
I'm going to take that auto crit.
Yep.
Tony would have. He's just stuck down below because 2 rhinos up on a small platform seems bad.
Yeah. Heather's a dog right now.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, Heather morphed into a dog. Yeah.
Question: Could she do like the police dog takedown?
Riley does it, right? And as like your fangs sort of sink into this guy's throat, naturally the Yeerk is gonna try and weasel its way out and get out.
I'm grabbing the Yeerk.
Yep.
I'm grabbing the Yeerk. Grabbing him, teeth clenching, just shaking.
Mm-hmm. And Riley, as your student counselor is taking like his last breath in your mouth, you feel him reach up and just sort of touch the side of your face as if you were a person, and he's just gonna just tell you, it's like, thank you, my wife. That's the last words he says.
Quietly step back from him.
All right. Mission's
Downstairs,
Let's
real quick.
leave.
I got a scene change. Who's downstairs? We have our horse, our rhino,
yeah.
our wolf, our bear.
And I believe a tiger.
Yep, our tiger. Penelope, what are you doing?
I think I am at the entrance from like this hangar would enter into the ship proper.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like blocking it as much as I can with my big horse body.
Gotcha.
And being prepared if we start to get ambushed or something.
Yeah. You're pretty prepared because you see, essentially it's at this point where you begin to hear the clanging of footsteps coming from like the other end of the hangar, from further deeper into the large ship that you're docked at, starting to storm into, like, you don't have a lot of time before they're into the hangar. So
I think she in group speak just says, "We've got company. Y'all better do what you need to do fast, and anyone who can come and help me out."
You got a bear coming to help you, that's for sure. But
And Tony's going to be right over there.
yeah.
I'll say to the others, especially to the Andalite, can we blow this thing up?
The Andalite looks at you and smiles, which is strange because it doesn't have a mouth. So essentially, like, all 4 of its eyes just sort of slant, And it's like, with absolute pleasure, he says, because if there's anything that Andalites fucking hate, it's a fucking Yeerk. And gives another couple more of little dingly tinkerings at the thing, and it's like, we have approximately 45 seconds to leave.
Everybody get the ship now.
Cheese it.
Cheeses it. I have to pee again. Very badly. So we'll say that y'all all are able to escape and run into the ship, and maybe one of you destroys a lever so that nobody else gets back onto it.
That's what Penelope is going, because Penelope knew
Yes.
where it was and knew what it was. She's going to make sure that everyone runs out ahead of her, and she's going to pull that lever and then be hot to trot.
And there's
Heck
waiting
yeah.
at the door for her.
Yep.
And then they're
Go ahead
there.
and do me. Oh, this is so dramatic. Okay, so everybody is getting on. You have this horse that's about to kick this lever, and then this console, and this ship is about to blow up. And I just imagine cinematically, Heather, as you do that, and the explosions of the ship begin to happen. You and your lovely horse majesticness takes off running, and as your tiny little ship begins to dock, you leap into the air. Can you give me a roll?
I mean, it's probably going to be, I would imagine, finesse.
Yeah, do it.
I'll just use my one auto crit.
Awesome, it's an auto crit. Let's do it. And you land onto the ship as the door closes, and we'll have some decompressing on this ship after I pee. As y'all watch the explosion of not a mothership, but you definitely a ship large enough to put a thorn in people's sides. You ruined a grand plan. So I will thus be right back.
But
Good first impression.
Think so.
have to decide where we're gonna land.
I mean, we could just land back in the Coliseum.
Yeah, but we have to drop the kids off, or they have to drop us off.
We could make like a big statement and like, oh, we can land it in the forest in the loop. People might see it coming down at that point, but that'll take, I don't know. That's a terrible idea.
I meant more, there's everyone, the other group.
Oh,
Yeah. They should have the ship. If they could drop us off, then
should we all demorph and like?
They have a no.
No.
Because if we see who they are and one of us gets taken or vice versa.
I mean, they already saw me demorph.
Right. But if one of them gets taken, they know where we are active. And they already know that we're not Andalites.
Well, y'all killed him.
No,
Yes. She was saying she was asking if we should
Oh.
demorph. And I said no.
Well, they're doing it.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna do it. They're fucking tired.
They're also younger and dumber than we are. We have maturity and age on our side.
I wouldn't say that they're dumber, but you definitely notice as they demorph, because the majority of them are probably very close to their own clocks. They are, and everyone 4 of them demorph. The gorilla you also notice that they're all wearing like leotards and biker shorts and really tight t-shirts. So
Heather demorphs and she's wearing like Joe Boxer briefs and a sports bra.
right. The gorilla, he demorphs into a young Hispanic teenager. The tiger, just a brunette white kid. The bear into a very, very gorgeous blonde girl. and the wolf into a black girl with short hair. And you definitely take a moment and you're just like, they're young. Best guess, maybe 14. Maybe.
Heather demorphs and she's like, well, shit, y'all are practically babies.
Tony,
What else
I think
is Heather going to say? It's Heather.
I think she's right. I think it's best to keep it safe with our morphing. And
It's gonna take
Yeah.
us a while to get back. Are you gonna? I mean, we're here. We're fine with keeping you secret. We're on the
No,
same
he's gonna
team.
demorph.
My comrades think it would be safer because y'all saw me demorph already, but my comrades, you know, just in case anyone gets captured or something, think it might be a little smarter. They don't.
Yeah, Penelope is demorphing.
Penelope demorphs and she's just like, I think we should probably use this chance to actually have a rest. We did a
Thank you.
lot, and you don't want to get stuck like that, remember?
I'm going to demorph as well. A little disappointed that nobody seemed impressed by my really cool.
We
blade
were all
jaguar.
super. Well, we were impressed.
There is gonna definitely be a moment where, as you're demorphing, the blonde girl is gonna be like, "You were going to have to teach me to do that because that was awesome."
Thank you.
Yeah, fine. I demorph too.
Oh
I'm
look,
gonna
they're
walk
almost
over.
grown-ups.
I will walk over and get Javier a hug because that was stressful.
Tony is
I
mean,
will also
Riley
demorph because there's no
freshly-
point.
As Riley's hugging me, I just want to like whisper to her. I didn't think they'd be so young. Also, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. We can talk about that later.
There's a moment where Marco, the Hispanic kid, he takes a moment and looks at all of you. It's like, first time in space, I see.
Heather
Not
is
exactly something we do every day.
Fair.
Heather
I think-
is. Sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead.
You go ahead first.
I think she's just like, I think going to space 0 times is a pretty normal amount to go to space.
The Andalite kind of tilts his head, tilts its head, and he's like, I suppose for humans it would be. And of course, like, he is just straight up thought speak, right? But I'm used to spending many days and hours in space.
Sounds like a fun time.
Heather is
Tony
gonna.
has a
Oh, wait for it.
I couldn't process because y'all were both talking. I'm sorry.
Mm.
So,
say
Tony,
it again, Heather. Sorry.
Okay, Heather, what were you saying?
She's gonna fist bump Tony.
Oh, okay. There is a moment where they also are like, y'all know, y'all can morph clothes, right?
See, clothes cost money, and being an intelligent woman, I'm saving money because I would like to go to college out of state. And hopefully my scholarship will cover all that. But in case it doesn't, you know, I'd like to be prepared.
Riley is in bike shorts
gonna
and a swim
wear-
top.
It's
Nice.
And practically a pair of shorts anyway. So, I mean, it's not that much different.
Okay, we're just
I'm pretty secure in my body, so that doesn't bother me.
right.
I am very secure in her body.
We're just making sure
Oh, God.
that you know what, y'all have done this for what, 4 weeks now? Just
Mhm.
yeah, I guess if that's the case, if you have any questions for this group here.
How How long have y'all been doing it? You're like 12.
We've been doing it since we were 12.
That just sounds wrong.
I guess 2 years now. It's been about 2 years.
That's a lot of pressure for a middle schooler.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So this fight's been going on for 2 years.
Technically longer. Just we've been at it for about 2 years.
And
Heather's gonna turn to the end of it and be like, so how long has this been going on fully?
Giving the history lesson, the Yeerk forces have. Oh, this has been about 70 of your Earth years. Not
And have you
on
ever
Earth
won?
specifically, but 70 of your Earth years. Yes.
can I ask kind of an awkward question, Mr. Axe?
I am probably the equivalent of your age. Do not call me Mister. Like, Axe is a child.
Tony has no way of knowing this.
Yes, he is considerably smaller and more lithe than Visser 3. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the awkward question, but could one of us acquire you so we can pull off being Andalites better? At the moment, if that guy figured it out, I'm worried that everyone else will soon.
Might be good if we all grab you.
He takes a moment. He's like,
That's why Tony prefaced it as an awkward question.
looks at everyone else, and there's like a moment of where they all kind of look at you like, what the fuck? Like, kind of thing. And Axe is like, I shall think about it.
I mean, I
Not-
definitely wouldn't.
Um,
It's perfectly fine.
yeah.
Either way, it's
Yes.
why I said it was an awkward question.
It is quite, yes, it is quite awkward as he is trying to drive the ship.
Oops.
It would be a serious benefit to our mission.
I can understand that, but again, I shall think about it. Hopefully, we will be seeing my Antelay brothers and sisters fairly soon. It takes a couple of light years to get here from. Anyway, just kind of scoots a little bit to the side, like a little disturbed about the idea, like, you know, of him being acquired by strangers. So he's like, perhaps not now. I think it would be a terrible idea that the only one who can drive the ship go into a trance.
And maybe when we land or something. Not saying right this second.
Well, speaking of, do you have your longitude and latitude coordinates that I could drop you off at?
Javier,
Fuck
do you
if
happen
I
to know
know.
that?
I also look towards Javier.
I will take a stress and say that I do.
For the flashback?
Yes.
Do you have the coordinates at your secret base?
Yes, for
Awesome.
sure.
I love it. It's like, very well. It'll take approximately one
It says
Earth hour
impact.
to get there. Then we're gonna hide this somewhere in the mountain ranges, I suppose. The virus will probably take hold of it sooner or later. Yeah, probably. Anyway.
We don't really have mountains where we're from. Are people going to notice? Like, is it going to be? Does this thing have like some kind of camouflage or something?
Yeah, it's cloaked going in. I mean, it was
Okay.
cloaked when it left the stadium.
Because otherwise, how they'll see that shit.
Hey, it's a win! We saved homecoming for like the entire country. Says going bananas. Like, maybe one day we'll actually be able to go to a dance.
Ours hasn't happened yet if you want to come to ours. tomorrow, I think.
It depends on how long we were out there.
No, y'all haven't been up there more than a few hours, right? Because the clock's turned over.
Mhm.
Thanks, but I guess we have things to take care of. But it's the hours pass on. Do y'all have any more point and questions for them before we wrap up?
So what's the next part of the plan?
What part of the plan?
Well, I mean, this isn't over. And one thing we
at this point,
have to deal with, they're turning mental patients into controllers where we are. Y'all might want to look into that where y'all are. I don't know if that's going on over there.
Volunteer controllers aren't necessarily a new thing, but taking mental patients, yeah, we can definitely look into it.
They got my mom. She has multiple personalities. Like that's not okay.
No, guess it's not. Or ethical, but not really worried about the brain slugs being ethical. There's a poignant look from Cassie at her boyfriend. like, so listen. Accept the entire Yeerk resistance that we're attempting and things like that. But hey, it is nice for y'all to actually not be psychopaths.
That's cute you think that.
It's good to know that there's other people doing this.
Yeah. Gotta say, the last person we trusted with this, and, well, not Danielle and Dimitri, but the first person we trusted with this didn't exactly end well. So, as long as you're not trying to murder us and actually work on saving the world, I think we can all somehow work together now that we're more spread out.
If you guys ever need any help, you can always call us.
Same. I think if we have all of your AIM usernames, Axia will work on a more encrypted communication for us so that we can be more private. This is around the time y'all began to land. We'll keep in touch.
Absolutely.
Before they go, who's their leader?
Jake. The tiger.
The tiger boy.
Jake the tiger.
Jake the tiger. Yeah.
Can I talk to him for a moment?
Yeah.
Jake, you're in charge, right?
Not by choice, but yeah, I'm in charge.
It's never really much of a choice.
True.
I know, I heard that you guys are waiting for Andalites to come save us or whatever. Do you know what their plan is? Is it just a full-scale war on our planet?
Javier? I don't know. I mean, we're just... Well, I guess we're now 10 teenagers with the death wish. So... I just concentrate on keeping my people alive and safe and just staff her off this invasion until we hope something comes around that will turn the tide. And I mean, maybe it's Andalites. Maybe it's more people like you.
You're very young. And I think at this point, I'm going to start turning into D, because this is a difficult thing to say to a child.
He is thoroughly freaked out. It's like, you're just you went there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I have an easier time communicating in this form.
Think of me as a kid. Just we're colleagues, right? Right. We're colleagues.
I understand. We're definitely colleagues. We're on the same page in that point. The only issue is You are very young. I'm very young. We are young.
Yeah,
But
we're kids.
you're also your team seems very hopeful, and I think that's wonderful. But if you're hoping other aliens are going to come save us, you might need to have a backup plan. I don't want to say anything negative towards your friend. I don't want to even put negative ideas into your mind. I'm just saying we should always have a backup plan because we're not just teenagers with a death wish. We're also the last hope this planet has. The only hope it has.
Thanks, Dad. And he says that it's not as sarcastic as you would think it would be. But there's a little bit of like, he sort of straightens his body up a little bit and his posture. He's in pain. Like, he's been just from mental exhaustion. And he goes, we're just doing our best.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. And before he gets to say anything, like the doors are opening to the ship to kind of let y'all out onto your secret base. But you don't see the forest like you would thought you would have seen. Instead, you see almost this void. And in the distance of this void, if y'all all go to look out, because it shouldn't be there, you see a large, well, Javier, we'll even say, to get you to look that way, a red wasp flies near your face and into the void. As you turn to look, you see a large red eye staring back at all of you.
Yo, I pulled my gun. What?
And we're gonna
Good
leave
lord.
it there for season 2.
That's how it ends. Well,
somebody made a couple of devil's bargains is all I'm saying.
Ooh,
With the
it was
wrong
my
guy. And someone's coming in with their chess piece, essentially. Cool. Very, very cool. Hey,
cliffhanger.
I'm just gonna straight up let y'all know, whatever y'all want leveled up, whether it's a playbook or a stat, it's leveled up. Like, we don't have to go and count like don't go and count experience points. Thank y'all all so much. I'm losing my voice. I have been up since 4 a.m. I tried to nap, but then I learned about not dare. So thank you all for coming and showing up. This was kind of like my little dream right here, just running an Animorphs game in my hometown, live for everyone. And now the dream gets to live on sometime in the late spring, whenever I figure out my after the holiday schedule and what's going to be running after the holidays. We will be back for a season 2. So yeah, first of all, hey everybody, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you to my wonderful cast. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for just letting me do this. Just letting me traumatize you and being Animorphs and letting you murder your teachers and your best friends. So, and then not giving you a chance to deal with that. And instead it's like, oh, you thought the invasion was bad. I have to go reread those books. But yeah, so as far as the rest of the week goes, y'all can find me today's Wednesday. You can find me Friday for our mass game, as we are continuing on with that campaign. We are not having Dragon Age this week. We are off this week because everybody is gone, and I think calendar wise we're not quite on Extra Life yet, but if you want to, there's like a couple of spots left in Extra Life if you would like to join. One in Pathfinder. I think one in the spy game is about to open up because we haven't heard back from a certain person, like one of the players yet for the session zeros. So there's some spots. If you're still interested in signing up, check out the casting calls there. Otherwise, we're taking it easy. Oh, October 29th, which is in a couple of Fridays, when we're not having Mask, I will actually be in a City of Mist games for the Play Cancer Away channel that we're doing on Ava Sarrett's Play Cancer Away. We're actually Amit, the game designer, is actually going to be running that game, and I'm working on my character that is based on King Arthur. So I think we're doing an entire Arthurian legend group. So I am like very excited for this. And if you think that it's going to be off of the normal King Arthur and not the best girl Arturia, you're wrong, because it's definitely Arturia. It's not Arthur. My wife. Anyway, everyone else, how are you feeling? Where can we find you on the internet? All of that good stuff.
Oh, hi,
Mhm.
I'm Nyx. This is pretty much the only online stream that I'm doing right now. You can catch my wife on Revenge of the Gith on this channel when it comes back. Robin Shottle, she's amazing. I love you, honey.
Love you.
I do believe I just signed up for one of the Afterlife games.
RuneQuest.
I think. And in a little over a week, you can find me at Disney World. Woo! Oh no, Twitter, Inky Phoenix.
Don't catch the plague while you're there.
I almost need 2 weeks off work, so I'm kind of like,
understand.
Will it be that bad?
I am Ollie, and you can find me on Twitter at Cryptid Delta. There we go.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
Oh boy, everybody's having a hard time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And on there, you can just get notifications regarding any of the random stuff that I do. I make a game. It's a game that's like this one, except magic, and it's fun. I made a podcast of it. It is now public. People can watch it. The first 3 episodes are up. They are 0 sessions with a few fun people doing some fun things. And it is honestly a passion project. I'm a part of every single step of it, and it's scary to have published it at all. But there it is. Tales of Terra. Check it out on any podcast app or on our YouTube channel, Delta Cryptid Productions.
I'm Katie. You can find me all over the internet at Katie Face. Anything that I'm involved with or doing, I post there, and that's the best place to keep up with me.
I'm Nick. I'm on Twitter at @fell_strike. Currently, I am also not in anything else, but yeah, you can find me there.
You're in Extra Life too.
I am.
Queer Heist, right?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm very excited.
I'm Anna. Very sad to be saying temporarily goodbye to this bunch of idiots. These characters are great. I'm going to miss them for the next few months. aka Archival Dust Bunny, most places around the internet. Queer and trans advocate, museum worker, and TTRPG streamer. If any of that sounds interesting, you find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun. I stream a lot of places. Tomorrow night, you can find me on TPK Roleplay playing Call of Cthulhu as part of the Halloween block of specials. And then the next night, again on TPK Roleplay, playing Pangolin Prom, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is prom for pangolins. It's going to be amazing. That's with the TPK Coven, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Sundays, you can find me either on Gona_Hawking at 1:30 p.m. Eastern playing Shifting Echoes, which is our 5e D&D campaign set in a world of 1930s technology. I play a noblewoman on the run after a coup. It's a really great cast of characters. Or you can find me at Guild of the Phoenix at 8 p.m. Eastern playing Cyberpunk Red, where I am a medtech desperately trying to keep a party alive who has a series of death wishes. Monday nights, you can find me at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Weed the Tale playing Alien Paradiso Lost. The shit has hit the fan so many times already in that series, and it's just going to get worse from here. So if you enjoy horror, it's worth checking out. And Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can find me on Black Feather Guild playing Dragon Age. It's a 2-party campaign, Tuesdays and Fridays, where we'll eventually converge together. Hopefully. I play a very personable crow who had a great night last night, did a lot of really awesome things. Podcasts are more your thing. You can find me in Response Team Omnicon, a Lancer actual play podcast playing through No Room for a Wallflower. Our first episode was pushed back to the beginning of November, but we've recorded a few episodes. It's worth it, I promise. Just hang out for that. And I'm in Extra Life as well, coming up very soon.
Awesome sauce, everyone. And with that, go ahead and join our raid as we go over to our friends at Final Show Films, who is doing The Twilight Nights, which is definitely a Star Wars game. So, with that, everyone, wave bye. Woo!
Bye.